Hey guys, how's it going? This is the nail art I have for you today. It is using one Konad stamping plate and some striper polishes. So I think it's really cute and funky, a little kind of geeky sciencey. Yeah, so let's get started with the tutorial. I've already applied my base coat and let that dry. And I've just put a piece of painter's tape on an angle on my nail so I can block off the area that I want to paint. I'm using Orly's Orly Platinum, and I'm just going to fill in the exposed part of my nail with this. I'm going to make sure I have a nice thick application because I don't want to have to do this twice. So I'm just going to make sure I've got a nice opaque color there. And once I'm satisfied with that, I'm going to very carefully peel off the painter's tape. You don't want to be too careless with this because then you might get a really jagged edge or your nail polish might kind of stick to the paint. They're a little, or painter's tape, so just be careful with that. Once you've let that completely dry, we're going to move on to adding the stripes. And the first color I'm going to be using is the orange, and I'm going to be putting a really thick orange stripe right down the middle. Keep in mind that the thickness of your lines are going to depend on the size of your nail. So if your nails are smaller than mine, your nails are probably going to be thinner because you won't have as much space on your nail. And also, if you guys have any questions about the products I use in this video, you can always check the information box below for a full list. Next, I'm going in with my yellow striper polish with another thick line right next to the orange. It won't be as opaque, but yellows usually are not that opaque. I don't really think it's a big deal, so. And the next color right on the edge of my nail is going to be a pale green, and it's going to be a sort of thinner stripe. And the last stripe we're doing is a black line, a really thin one right next to the orange. And once you've got this line done, we're going to wait for this to dry because our next step is stamping and we want to make sure our nail polish is dry before we start. I'm using Konad image plate M61, and I'm using this square sort of pattern here. Kind of reminds me of a circuit board. And I'm going to be using American Apparel in Hassid, which is a nice opaque black. I'm going to cover half of the image with that and scrape off the excess. Pick it up with my stamp, and I'm just going to make sure that one of the straight edges of the design are along the edge of my white polish underneath, something like that. And that is the final design. Before you finish, you have to apply a layer of top coat to help protect your design, and you want to wait for your Konad stamp to dry a little bit before you apply your top coat in order to prevent smearing. But that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, leave a comment below, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!